how you doing?
It's the kind of traffic stop every officer trains for, but few expect to go viral. A man running for Congress, pulled over for speeding, didn't just try to get out of the ticket, he tried to pull rank. And when that didn't work, he went further, using thinly veiled threats and arrogance to pressure an officer who never lost her cool.
How you doing, sir? Officer Baskin, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I just called the chief, how's that?
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see your license? Right? Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir.
Hyde was clocked doing 57 and a 40 and seen texting while driving. Both are clear infractions under Florida law.
I'm sorry? I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah, okay. What's your name?
Officer Baskin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance, registration, and your license, please? Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You can arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
Look, go call the chief. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Play him this video.
Okay.
Then you call Marlon Brown. Then you call the mayor.
Florida statutes, paragraph 316.183, speeding, and paragraph 316.305, texting while driving, both permit citations. Officer Baskin was within full legal authority to conduct the stop and issue citations for both violations.
Okay.
They're not okay, though. I'm telling you what to do.
Okay, sir. Are you refusing to produce your registration? I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay,
Why
sir.
are you doing this?
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Says who? Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
Hyde repeatedly delays or refuses to provide his registration, arguing he has it somewhere, telling the officer to look it up, then accusing her of being disrespectful. Florida statute, paragraph 322.15, requires a driver to present license, registration, and proof of insurance upon request by law enforcement. Refusing or failing to provide these documents is itself a citable offense, which the officer correctly issued.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
That's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
10-14-6.
Call the supervisor.
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
Okay. You don't want your paperwork?
6142, can you be 51 to Great Bell
You
Street?
don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be
I'm
issued a
not interested in
citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
You are going to be issued a
There's
citation.
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration.
Right.
All right. Sir, you're going to be issued a
Right
citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is
right here.
$256. Information in the back.
It's
You're
right
going to have
here.
an option to
It's on
plead
your
guilty.
camera.
An option to plead not guilty and an option to take a safe driver's course. If you qualify for the course, it will reduce your fine and it will reduce your points. If you decide to go ahead and do that, just make sure you do it prior to submission of payment.
You know what he said about you? You want to hear what he said about you?
He could say all he wants about me. I got a job to do, sir.
You know what he said about you?
If you fail to
Had you
complete...
before like this,
Okay.
and he's going to have you again.
And that's fine.
It's not fine. Why do you keep saying it's fine?
Sir,
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you're being bloody rude to me.
if you decide to go ahead and do the course, just make sure you do it prior to submission of payment, as they do
You think you're winning?
require a certificate of
Do you?
completion. If you sign up for it, you must complete it. Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your license. You are going to be issued a citation for texting and driving. Okay? You're going to be issued a
Talking to-
citation for
you're talking to a congressional candidate like
texting
this.
and driving. Your fine is $116. Information in the back. You're going to have an option to plead guilty and an option to plead not guilty. You are going to be issued a citation for failure to provide your registration upon request. Your fine is $116. Information in the back. You can plead guilty or not guilty.
You're lying.
Green paper.
Give them the citation. You're
Green
lying.
paper tells you
Why
you
are
have
you
30
lying,
days to repay.
Why are you lying?
You have 30
Why
days to
are you
reply.
lying?
Your payment options are on the green form.
Here's a simple question. Why are you lying?
Phone number on the bottom in
When your
case you have any
supervisor
questions. When my supervisor comes, I'll wait for him with you if you like me to. Your citations are over here. You can accept them. I will wait. I will wait, but I will wait in my car. There you go.
Yeah, but you have the bad.
Sir, step back into your car or stand on the sidewalk so you don't get hit by a vehicle. It's for your safety. 14 right here. Can I have another unit respond?
6117,
Sir, stand over there. It's for my safety.
Hyde says things like, "You're making career decisions. Call the chief. Call the mayor. I've represented your union. I know who you are. You know who I am." He later doubles down with, "She won't make it to 8 years on the job. I'll make sure of it."
And for your safety. Sir? 10-4, the driver being extremely uncooperative.
10-4.
Yes, Sarge.
6142 to 6715, are you anywhere closer?
I can't. He won't let me leave until a supervisor shows up. Martin Hyde. I just gave him 3 tickets. Yes.
While not illegal in itself, this behavior is ethically and politically compromising. Florida law prohibits public officials or candidates from attempting to influence legal processes for personal benefit. If Hyde had held office at the time, this could border on official misconduct or abuse of power under paragraph 838-22.
Bye. Speeding 57 and a 40, texting while driving, and failure to produce his registration because he told me I could look it up. And he's gonna have my job. Everything is on camera. Alrighty. Bye. Are you still waiting for a supervisor or are you leaving?
Rangioni's coming now.
Okay. Very good.
And by the way, he's a friend of mine.
I'm sorry?
I'm aware of that situation.
Okay.
I'm on my way over there.
You know Pat Robertson, right?
Yes, I do, sir.
Why are you doing this?
Because I have a job to do, sir.
Not like that.
Nobody's above the law.
No one's above the law. You have to have some degree of respect for law-abiding officials.
That degree of respect started the moment I walked up to your car, sir.
No. You knew exactly what you were doing and you made a mistake.
If that is your feeling, you are more than welcome to fight the citations in court.
I won't fight the citation. I'll
Okay.
fight your employment.
Okay. You're more than, you know, you're an influential person.
Very.
You can go ahead and do that.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Why not just say you're sorry?
Because I did nothing wrong, sir. I was doing my job, but I am going to ask you either to sit in your car or step on the sidewalk because I don't want either one of us getting hit. Okay. Sir, I have nothing more to say to you, sir. You requested my supervisor. You can have the conversation with them now.
Hyde, seemingly frustrated by the officer's accent, asks, "Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you think you can treat people like this?" This xenophobic remark may not break the law, but it shows bias and discriminatory thinking, which is deeply inappropriate from any public servant or candidate. It also opens the door to civil complaints or internal investigations if Hyde had been an elected official.
Sarge Frangione is on his way.
Okay.
Speeding 57 and a 40. Texting him while driving, failure to produce his registration when I asked. He told me I could look it up.
Okay. You know who he is,
Yes.
right? Yeah, you found identified him.
Yes.
Okay. So you're just gonna stay by to cite him, or is that what?
He already got cited
Oh, he has already
Yeah.
the citation. So
He's-
he just.
from the moment I woke up.
So you're just waiting for.
He's waiting for supervisor, and I guess he spoke to Frangione, so Frangione is on his way.
Okay.
Bobby just pulled up.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Hyde. I guess you talked to Sergeant Frangione by the phone.
I did, yeah.
Okay, he's on his way. She requested another unit, so that's
How
what
do you
another
give
unit.
someone a ticket for no registration when they've got their registration? She's trying to make her spurs, but it's a big mistake.
Well, this one is the expired one, but
Well, it doesn't make it. It'll take 2
Yeah.
seconds.
yeah.
We're going to make sure that she pays the price for being disrespectful. And I just wanted you to witness it, know that the registration was right there, and she deliberately chose to write the ticket. She came up, she said the first. Look, there's a video of it, so be quiet. There's a video of what you said,
There is.
and I've got a video of what you said. Right? What she said was, I don't have it. She immediately said, I write your citation. She went right back. She never said anything. She went straight back. I denied the citation. She's straight back, right the cell. I've lived here for 25 years. I've represented your unit. I've got no interest in listening to you, young
I
lady.
was talking to my sergeant. Sergeant, if you don't mind if we could step over up the road onto the sidewalk.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
it's
a second,
public safety
officer.
thing, yeah. Come on then.
Yeah, Mr. Hyde. Like I said,
No.
you know,
I've represented you guys
Yes,
in
sir.
union discussions. My
Yeah.
son is a cop. I'm friends with
Yeah. Yes, sir.
everybody in the police department. This is the first time anybody has been disrespectful to me. And for what reason? I could care less. If they were giving write me a ticket, I could care less. I just pay the bloody thing. You don't think I got the money? It's the manner and the nature of it.
Okay. And like I said, Sergeant Frangione will be over here to talk to you about her interaction. I'd say.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why? I mean, of all the people to do it to.
Yeah, I understand, sir, and you know, I set you. You know, I've been with the negotiations with you, and I understand where you're coming from.
I don't ask for special treatment, but I don't expect to get treated like a punk.
Let me go talk to her and see.
Well, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
She's got it in her head. I know exactly who she is. Frangione told me exactly who she is. That's fine. 7 years might not turn into 8.
Do you need me to go back to the station and dock my camera?
No, he'll review it if he needs to review it. He can stop
Because
it.
Sarge was already calling me to do that. He just didn't know that this is who he was.
Oh, okay.
So, but I couldn't leave until somebody was here, so just let me know what you need me to do.
Is Sergeant Frangione coming on his way here? Is that,
Yes.
He is.
Yes, he told me he was.
I just wait for him to get here, and then. Well, let me give him a call real quick, because that might help matters.
Want me here or anything?
No.
Proceed to the route.
Stay in your car.
I just wanted to know if you want me to go back to the station.
You can go to the
Dock
station.
my-
Yep, go to the station. Hey, Martin. Yeah, I have to leave it on.
All right, so here's the thing. She lied about the cell phone thing.
Okay.
She lied about I don't know, the speed. I could care less. You can give me the ticket all day long. I could care less about that. And then I gave her the registration, and she's, oh, registration. It's in the car there somewhere. She goes off, she writes me a ticket, she brings me back a citation. I said, there it is.
Okay.
And she still gives me it.
Okay. All right.
She's being fun. And the thing is, I appreciate that. I back you guys left, right, and centre.
I understand that. I do. Trust me, I do
And
know
I
that.
don't expect better treatment, but I don't expect worse treatment. If that's how you treat people, that's unacceptable.
I understand. I understand your frustration.
And I can get the video and I can play it to
I'm
the
going.
mayor. I understand that, but you know, the thing is, I don't take kindly. She knew exactly, because I said to her, I said, yeah, right away, I said, yeah. And she's like, yeah, I know. Straight away, writing the tickets. Why?
Well, she's a traffic officer.
Yeah,
That's what we do. But I understand.
I understand that's what she do.
Yeah.
So it's not what you do, and you know it.
Listen, she has a job to do. I'm not. Listen, I'm
Not
gonna
that
look
way.
at the. I'm gonna look at the video. I understand your concerns. I'm gonna look at the video. I notified everybody in the chain of command right now. That's what I was doing. That's why I was not coming here. I thought you were gonna meet me at the station, but it's not a big deal. She's going right now to dock her video. Right now, she's going to dock the video. And if there's problems, you will be the first to know.
Well, I know there's problems. The difference is, I'll do something about it.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I'm going to take your complaint, is what I'm doing. That's the first step.
You know, how can you write a ticket for no registration when you've got the registration? I mean, as if I get a $150,000 car, I've lived here for 25 years and I don't register the car. Why do that?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Well, you tell me what the point is.
It's just a state statute that she enforces. She's not the only traffic officer
Would
that
you
writes.
give a ticket for that?
I really don't leave the office. I understand what you're saying.
I understand you got a video on there, but the fact is, nobody in their right mind would give a ticket for that to me. Nobody.
I understand what you're saying, and you producing it, she probably should have taken that ticket away, but I'm going to find out what exactly occurred.
Because she had a bee in her bonnet because she thought she was on a big power trip. Guess what? She's been there 7 years. So she ain't going to make 8. I'll make sure.
Well, I'll get going on.
She ain't.
All right, listen, that's your prerogative. I want to get
This
started.
is not right, Andy.
Okay, I
It's not
understand.
right. You don't treat people that have treated and supported you like that.
I understand where you're coming from. I do.
Bare minimum of respect is yes sir, no sir. Not a word of it. Straight off. Talking to me like I'm a piece of dirt. Get back in your car. Which is this? She's standing. She's got a car door open, and I'm leaning against here talking to someone. Okay. So in case you get hit by traffic, just being difficult. Okay. Just being cocky.
I understand. I do understand where you're coming from.
But it isn't. It's a bad interaction.
Yeah, it definitely seemed. It definitely seemed like it was.
It's a bad interaction. How difficult is it to come to me and say, you're doing 57, give us your license and your registration? Why get into immediately like that when she knew exactly who she was talking to? If that's how, no wonder you got people shooting people in Newtown if that's how you talk to people.
All right, Martin, I'll talk to you later.
And writing tickets when someone's actually got the physical stuff, you tell me that's good.
I understand. I do. All right, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go to mute.
Throughout the stop, Officer Beskin follows department policy, stays calm despite provocation, issues citations properly, calls a supervisor when challenged, avoids escalating the situation. This is textbook professional police behavior. The officer showed exemplary conduct, and the department's choice to support her actions further reinforces that no rights were violated.